How do? We've completed all 6 first dose missions, which is really good. We've got the acid lab brigade back, and now Dax has put us onto these, some lab equipment that we have to go and swipe. So they're the locations for it. I like that one. Other one's too far down bottom, and other one's in the middle of the city. You'll be jammed up everywhere. This one's just a straight road back, I suppose. Please like and subscribe if you like, and we'll get on with this. There it is. The same main road's just there, isn't it? It's more or less just a quick run back. So let's go and see what you have to do. It says top corner. Should read top corners a bit more, because well, there's a lot of information there that you need that you just don't see. You're too busy looking forward, not up. Acid labs set up. Steal the lab equipment. Take it back. So you've got to do all this and then pay 750 grand for a privilege of fitting what you've just nicked. But it's part of the game, so there you go. Everyone's out to do each other, aren't they? Do each other over. Right, that's them taken care of. There's one more. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what you have to do. You have to pick that pallet up. There's 3 of them. And load them onto the back of that flatbed. Right, there's one more. But you don't want these taking shots at you, do you? So it's tricky. It's more the controls for that forklift are a bit weird. If it tipped back a little bit, it'd be alright, but it doesn't. You pull it up and then you try and put it down a little bit, it just shoots down. You'll get used to it, I suppose. Yeah, another thing is get a run up to this ramp. It's a bit steep. The traction on this thing ain't great. Yep. Wait, up, down, up, down. Yeah, you have to take a bit of a run up. That was quick. Not on there. Oh, that's one done. Oh, someone's shooting at me, and I've not noticed. Go on, mate. Deal with this. Oh, that's not too bad, really, is it? I think the hardest part's using this thing. Yeah, I mean, real life, I should drive one for years. In real life, you get used to them in like a minute or two, few minutes. But this, oof, I thought it'd be a doddle. Quite liked it. Don't mind one in my garage. The state of this. Yeah, you should be able to tip back a little bit. And get a good run up. Bit droppy. It doesn't seem to want to let it go because you can't tip it forward. It don't fall off. You have to try and drag it off. That's it. Yeah, there's like some bars there, wasn't there? Like a little side rail on the side of that flatbed. That's what must be, well, allowing you to pull the thing off. Anyone else going to turn up? Maybe not. Yeah, it's just so difficult to... Well, it is and it isn't. I mean, it's rear wheel, isn't it? Rear wheel drive. I think you can do a circle if you want. Put it down to perspective. No, you can't really tell how far that is off floor. I should actually turn the camera around. I suppose that'd be a good one. Turn the camera around. See what you're looking at. Yeah, it's a little bit too high. I'll do. Yeah, the missions, I'll put a link up to them. Well, some of them. For some weird reason, I ain't got 2. What they call First Dose Mission 2. It is. It's really hard to get up. You need a bit of a run up. I'll do. Pause. Oh, I don't think that railing's quite got it. No, it hasn't. Oh. A bit of a mess here. That's not going to be much of a run up, is it? Is it going to fall off? Ooh. There you go, that's better. Angling end at forks as well, that should do it. Drag it away. Done. Yes. Yeah, the missions and bone missions, so there's like 16 altogether, isn't there? I mean, the first horse missions usually in at least 2 parts, but mostly 3. Out of the way, I ain't got time for this. See you later. Yeah, just zoom across. They're a bit of a daunting task, than missions, but they're quite good, and I used a tamper on most of them. Weaponized tamper. And you can just breeze in and destroy everything and just disappear. What's that done? It wasn't that difficult, that, really. It's quite fun. It was funny doing forklift. Let's go and have a word with Mutt. Yeah, hey, I've nicked all that equipment. Can you stick it in there? Yeah, I can for 750 grand. Bit of a nerve, innit?
Still here, friend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it don't matter. You soon make that back. I think this is a really good business, without a doubt. Especially when you get it proper up and running and, you know, you get it running like clockwork, you know what you're doing. And, yeah, 10 fooligan jobs. Yeah, and you get them done and then you can afford the upgrades. Well, if that was any use to you, please like and subscribe and see you in the next one. Ciao.